Unit 5. Gotta have it. Vocabulary. Look at the picture. What things do you see? Write the correct letter. Then listen and check your answers. 1,
C. Virtual reality goggles.
2,
H. Sports camera.
3,
E. Smartwatch.
4,
F. Digital assistant.
5,
G. Tablet.
6,
D. Smartphone.
7,
B. Wireless headphones.
8,
A. Game console.
Conversation.
Hey Scott, what are you looking for?
My phone. I can't find it and I'm late for a meeting.
Try looking in your car.
I did, and it's not there.
Do you have to have it? Why don't you just go without it?
Are you kidding? I need it to check my messages.
You can manage for a day, can't you?
No, I can't. My phone is like part of my brain.
That seems kind of scary. I think you should try giving up your phone for a day.
That's not possible. People need to be able to reach me in case there's an emergency.
The world won't end, Scott. I forgot to wear my smartwatch to work last Friday, and I managed to go all day without thinking about it.
Language practice. Infinitives and gerunds. Infinitives.
I needed to check my messages.
Gerunds.
I need it for checking my messages.
Infinitives.
I use it to pay bills.
Gerunds.
I use it for paying bills.
Gerunds.
Try looking in your car.
Infinitive phrases.
I use a meditation app in order to relax before bed.
I need her contact info in order to send the link.
In order to send the image, your phone will need a wireless connection.
Pronunciation. Reduction of have got to. Listen. Notice the reduced sound of have got to. 1. Unreduced.
I've got to have it.
Reduced.
I gotta have it.
2. Unreduced.
I've got to charge my phone.
Reduced.
I gotta charge my phone.
3. Unreduced.
They've got to leave soon.
Reduced.
They gotta leave soon.
4. Unreduced.
You've got to see this video.
Reduced.
You gotta see this video.
Listening. Listen to reviews of apps. Number the apps in the order you hear about them.
Welcome to the App Roundup, where we review the latest apps. Summer is nearly here, and a lot of you will be thinking about traveling. So my co-host Marcy De Laurenti has been testing travel apps, and she wants to share her favorites.
That's right, Chuck.
Marcy, what are some apps that you've downloaded to your personal device?
I have 3 today, Chuck. The first is a free app called Bed.
Bed? Just bed? Like you sleep in it?
That's right, but not just any bed. This app finds historic or unusual hotels all around the world. For example, there are floating hotels on rivers, and once I stayed at a hotel that used to be a factory. It's fun to browse even when you aren't traveling.
What is the most interesting place you've ever stayed?
A treehouse hotel. I woke up with a group of monkeys outside my window.
Sounds noisy.
My next app is called CamTrans.
What does that mean?
It's a camera, cam, and a translator, trans. Put them together and you have CamTrans. Basically, it's a translation app, which is of course very useful for doing international business. CamTrans has some useful features. For example, you can point your camera at a sign or word, and it will give you a simple translation on your screen. I sometimes have to try several times in order to get the right phrase, but I expect the app to get better with time.
Is it free?
No, CamTrans costs $10, which is a lot for an app, but it's worth it, even if you're just going to use it for checking into a hotel on a family vacation.
And your third app?
My third app is for getting cheap tickets. It's called Tisket.
Like tickets?
Yes, but with an S instead of a C in the middle. I love Tisket because I can find discount tickets on shows, concerts, and even tours.
But don't other apps do that?
Yes, but Tisket is super easy to use. The one problem with the app is that the tickets only become available 6 hours before the performance. So you have to wait until that day's tickets are released before you can pick a show or concert from the list.
Isn't that what traveling is all about? Trying something new at the last minute.
Listening Plus. Listen to the callers. Use the phrases in the box to complete the sentences.
For our next section, we ask listeners to share their favorite travel apps, and we got some interesting recommendations that we didn't know about. The first one comes from a travel writer. We also heard from a college student and a retired couple.
My name is Ella. Tripper is an app that can combine all my travel plans in one place. I just upload my ticket and reservation info, and it keeps everything in one place. It even sends me a message if my flight is delayed.
Hello, my name is Raj, and my favorite app is Local Buddy. It matches travelers with local people who want to meet up for a meal or a tour. There's no fee involved, and it's a great way to find out about the place you're visiting from a local.
And finally, we heard from a woman who lives in a motorhome.
My name is Barbara. My husband and I made an app called Wandering. It's for people who live in vans and motorhomes. The app helps us share information with other full-time travelers. We can post news and updates, ask and answer questions, and write reviews.
So modern technology doesn't always separate people. In fact, the little buttons on our phones can connect us with experiences and people across time and distance.
You are so right, Chuck. Thanks, Ella, Raj, and Barbara for your recommendations. Now, if you like this episode of App Roundup, please like and share with your friends.
Till next time.
Reading. Is it time for a digital detox?
Have you ever gone to your phone to check a text and then lost an hour of your time to social media? That is meant to happen. Tech companies have employed a great many psychologists because they want to attract you to your handheld device and keep you there. Here's how it works. When you hear the ping of a notification on your phone or computer, your brain releases a special chemical called dopamine. It causes you to feel pleasure. Someone is contacting you. You check, and once you are on your phone, it's hard to get off. You might start checking for other messages to keep the dopamine coming. The result is that spending a lot of time on screens may bring a little happiness, but it also makes you want more. The average person touches their phone more than 2,000 times a day. Habits and impulses can become addictions. This happens when work, school, or relationships suffer because a person cannot stop the behavior. For example, a college student might fail a course because they spend too much time playing video games. Experts say that if you recognize that your device is taking up too much time, it might be time for a digital detox. This means going offline for a few days or even a week. If this seems impossible, you might need some help. In one study, a group of adults were invited to a device-free vacation. Scientists who were secretly observing them noted big changes in their behavior over 4 days. The people became more social, they sat up straighter, and paid more attention to each other in conversation. These people slept better. They also made long-term plans to improve their lives. Studies, such as this one, suggest that there are benefits to being offline for a period of time, and that it can have positive effects on your mental health.
Homework.
Listening.
In today's podcast, we are talking to 3 people who have bought a digital assistant to see how they like it. So, Rachel, how long have you had your device?
Actually, I just received it. I saw it advertised on TV and said, I've got to buy this now. And it's amazing. I use it to find recipes, and it gives me audible step-by-step directions.
And what else do you use it for?
Well, I run the food pantry in our local community center for people from many cultures, and sometimes there isn't anyone around who speaks their language. So I use it to communicate with them in their own language. An added feature is that it translates audibly and also shows the text on the screen, which is especially helpful for someone who is hard of hearing. Now I've got to have it with me all the time.
Thanks, Rachel. And Diego, how do you like your device?
You've got to see this thing. It's fantastic. I lead a very busy life and don't always have the time to use my phone or computer to get something done. Just the other day, I was in my car and wanted to send my girlfriend a text message. Thanks to my digital assistant, I could do that without having to touch a thing.
And how's the sound?
You've got to hear it to believe it. The audio is very loud and clear. It's an excellent device for all ages as it's so easy to use. I even use it to set up routines. For example, with a simple command, it will shut off my lights, lock my front door, and set my coffee pot to turn on in the morning.
Sounds great. And now over to Paul. What do you have to say about your device?
Well, I bought it because the online reviews were excellent, but after using it I said, you've got to be kidding. I'm from Australia and tried using both the US and UK English settings. My device seems to have a problem understanding me. When I talk in an Australian accent, it doesn't understand me very well. If I talk with an American or British accent, it works better though.
So, are you going to return the device?
I was thinking about it, but I can use it with my smartwatch, so I always have it on me. Besides, it's great for travelling, as it tells me jokes or plays music to calm me down when my flight has been delayed or my suitcase lost.
Well, we would like to thank all our guests for sharing their opinions with us tonight. Tune in for our next podcast on electric skateboards.
Pronunciation. Listen to parts of the podcast again. Is have got to reduced or unreduced? Choose the correct answer. 1,
I saw it advertised on TV and said, I gotta buy this now.
2,
Now I've got to have it with me all the time.
3,
You've got to see this thing. It's fantastic.
4,
You've got to hear it to believe it.
5,
But after using it, I said, you've got to be kidding.
As always, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And before you go, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that tiny bell. And don't forget to check out some of our other videos on the channel. On to the next time.